YouTube, I am back in Peglin, and would you look at this? It's the real spreadsheet, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, it's so real. Let me cover myself with it. Look at its glory. Look how green it is. So I said I was going to be doing all the secret stuff, but actually it turns out I've come to a decision. You may notice in the top middle right-ish of the columns, there is one of the entries that is in blue right now, and it's Bad Slime. The reason Bad Slime is in blue is that I actually beat the game with Bad Slime on the beta patch. And I did say at the time to the keeper that anything I beat on the beta patch, don't put it on the spreadsheet because I'm not counting it. I'm basically just like testing things. And he did it anyway. So, you know, when I was like, oh, I've completed the spreadsheet, it turns out there was something on there that I didn't intend to be on there. So I sent the keeper down into the hole. You know, he's been whipped by the keeper of the keeper. And we've realized there's now one more thing I need to do. So we're back to, I was going to say open to the roulette, but we're not opening the roulette. The other thing I will say, though, is I was very tempted just to, like, you know, turn it into green, but I've decided not to. Because actually, if you go into my page, it actually has a 20 next to the name. So, like, the game is, like, concluded I beat C20 with this, but I believe this was on the experimental patch. And the other reason why I wanted to do this now is that on the experimental patch, this wasn't the effect of a Bad Slime. It used to be that if you put a negative number on a peg, increase that number by -3 or decrease it, I guess, by 3, depending on how you want to put the verbiage. So it's so drastically different because the one in the experimental patch was actually worthless, and when I did it with the experimental patch, it had no relevance in the run whatsoever. It just existed. A bit like collision detection, but actually maybe a bit better. This time, though, it has an effect, and I think the effect is okay. So I'm going to try and beat the game with a Bad Slime, which is unfortunate for the gamblers out there because the only character that can get this is the Spinventer, so we're going to be playing Spinventer runs. I'll also say, maybe I'll grab this at some other point in the future. It will beat the spreadsheet, but there are a few things that are on the spreadsheet that aren't in the game. I kind of assumed by the time I complete the spreadsheet, things that I'd beaten before the number 20 system on this like page came out, and I've just done everything, right? You know, it seems like a reasonable assertion. But actually, there's a few things I've not beat the game with yet, still, since this system's come into place. For example, status symbol I've not beat the game with since they put in this, like, moniker to get 20. Again, for the sake of the spreadsheet, I'm not going to worry about it, but in case you're wondering why this hasn't got 20 on it, I started the spreadsheet before this system came into place. Actually, the other one which surprised me, I was like going through the list, I think there's only actually 2 things, relic-wise, I've not actually got the 20 on. The other one is this, Peace of Mind, which is actually a really good relic. I just guess I haven't won the game with it. Anyway, maybe at some point I'll, like, after I've done the spreadsheet, I'll come back and just, like, get the completion for the digital version as well. But yeah, I feel like we have to get a Bad Slime. The other thing I'll say is that some of the other entries were colored in a different shade of green. Apparently that was because I beat the game with them, and since that has been beaten, a patch has come out and changed them slightly. That I'm not going to worry about. The game is going to get patched, it's going to change the numbers. I'm not going to come back and do the spreadsheet thing for every single time the game's patched. It's not happening. Also, down the line, there's going to be an Act 4 point in the game, so I'm probably going to have to do everything again anyway, so I'm not super worried about it, but in case you're wondering, that's why we have different shades of green and stuff, but I'm not going to worry about it. My opening is pretty, not garbage, it'd be a bit mean to say it was garbage. It's not what I want. Ambidextrity is a really, really good relic, but it's just so early for it that it always feels pretty bad. At least the other 2 will actually do something. This could cheat me something at some point, but very rarely does this character end up being bomb build because they want to be slime build. And actually, we're trying to get a Bad Slime, so we're going to be slime build. So I think the correct play is to take Well Done Steak and just get some healing. But this character also has such good means of getting healing that I think I'm just going to take the Ambidextrity, even though I think it's the wrong play. I think if you were trying to do win streaks, you'd get the Well Done Steak instead. My theory is that down the line, the Ambidextrity will end up being better than the other 3 relics. Sorry, the other 2 relics. But right now, it basically means I skip my first relic, which is obviously not a good idea. Not what I would recommend if I was playing the game with Peglin, especially on C20. I'm also going to unlock this bomb as early as I can. Alright, a bit too early, but that's fine. We hit the slimes, except for the last blue one. Actually, this might end up being better. Oh, if I just grazed that refresh, it would have been better. You know what? I'm actually going to take the horrible shot here. I hope this was 27 with the crit. It does do 27 with the crit. We take the refresh. This should kill the green slime. Unless I somehow squirm it through the side. It's actually not terrible. I mean, it's pretty bad, actually. I take like an additional 4 damage for this. Maybe not 4, but it's a lot of damage I take. I'm immune to horrible, terrible. I guess that's the other good thing about ambidextrary. Vanguard's just willed this into existence as well, I've noticed. The margins, man. The margins. I'm actually going to take, I think, the terrible shot, funnily enough. I'm actually not entirely convinced I'm going to kill otherwise. And here is the thing I hate about the pink slime. The pink slime is covering the refresh right now and I can't hit it. So it's caused me to lose this run. Alright, we're good. I'd say we're good. I took way more. I took like 9 more damage just because it existed. Which is really annoying. I'll also say about what I'm about to do, well, what we're trying to do right now, Bad Slime. Bad Slime is a relic that's only available in the shop now. So, there is some, like, lying where I potentially want to go to the shop. The other thing about all of this is, it wants to be a negative slime build. And I think the negative slime build is quite hard to get going. So, I might lose some runs to try to enable it, basically. Really weird opening. I think I take the shop into Elite just because of what I'm doing. Normally I would go around it, but... which I think means I'm not going to spend money. Cookie's nice. Bit of extra healing. I need to go this way because I need to make sure I get more than 50 gold, because if I see a bad slime in the shop and, you know... I don't have 50 gold, sadness occurs. There's so many bombs in this fight that we should be completely fine. The actual risk right now is I don't get 50 gold. Keep hitting the refresh as well to get cookie healing, which again will mitigate the pain of the first battle. And again, just because I said we want to get 50 gold doesn't mean we should just get 50 gold. Let's aim higher. Actually perfect. Sandbag to perfection. Refresh, can you come to somewhere I can hit you? Thank you. Okay. Maybe I've flown a bit too close to the sandbagging sun right now. We might be okay here. Okay, we're okay. I can't quite buy an orb right now. We obviously don't want the swole tub if we're going negative. I was considering ice circle, but even that I don't necessarily want. This is the other thing about the negative build. You actually like have to go hard slime. And by the way, this is the counter to the slime build, so, you know. The game's making it as hard as it can get to try and force this. Now again, if worse comes to worse, obviously we just beat the game and put in the slime later. I just accept it's doing nothing. But I want to show it off, right? Typically when I do this, I try and make it actually get some of the plaudits. I'm going to take Omega Orb, which I actually very rarely take. But I think it's what you want with negative slime. I do need negative, like a slime worth negating right now. But I'll find it, don't worry. And I think I don't remove an orb because I've got ambidextrary. So I just don't need to. I've basically turned my starting relic into, like, save myself 40 gold, kind of. But yeah, we need a slime now that has a positive effect if I make it negative. which is going to be really hard to do because I, like... The other problem with this build, like, with the negative slime is I don't have great lines of piercing anymore. It really is the only way go, but it doesn't quite cut the mustard, right? For reasons I've said before, for why I like piercing better than overflow. I think that bomb would have been so nice. It's still not terrible. Pretty bad, but not terrible. I keep hitting that refresh without fail. Please, the bomb. Nope, alright. I actually went for the refresh this time. Not a great battle, but it could be worse, honestly. The next character's gonna be Peglin Lohan. What a reference. Okay, we have to take True's company. We don't take up, like, upgrade sector, because it's garbage at the best of times. Now with the additional money, though, I could just instantly start leveling some stuff, and I think I will. Let's put a level into you. I'm going to try and hold off of the heal in case I get green slime. I also think we don't go for the first elite, we go for the second elite. Just, I mean, the ideal is I get a battle here. Okay. That's fine. Either way, I got a positive boon right before the elite. Yeah, cool. Did you go visit, like, the 1990s again? Actually, Lindsay Lohan was later than that. She's 2000s, right? The 1990s is Spice Girls and Britney Spears. Okay, some decent damage there. I want to be really careful about where I put the negative pegs right now. Because I'm not quite, like, ready yet for a full board of negatives. Just the amount of names is tools in Minecraft of the 90s TV hosts. Sure, I guess. I mean, I wasn't complaining. I was just stating a fact. Right. I need to clear this all out. Because my refresh and the bombs are there. It's fine, we got the kill. Okay, this is going to be a bit messy now. Because I've not put any damage to this guy. It's about to be the reload turn. Just do big negative. Crit would go crazy. Still good damage, 100 damage. Refresh me, please, for the love of God. Okay, we live. That's all we could ask for. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, we live. Now I'll take a heal. Let's take another upgrade. I think you get upgraded again. The more slime, the better. That is exactly what I needed. I hate that it's up against this, but negatively charged green slime is a winning combination. I just need a really good fight now. This I actually shouldn't take. It's anti-synergistic with what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to skip. Which is a shame because it's a really good relic. I am going to try and merge rate you. Where am I going, by the way? Left, ideally, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to merge rate you because you're about to attack me. Cowardice game. Total and utter cowardice. I need some bobs. Giving more healing slime. Ah, screw it. Let's go for damage. I just can't get to the bombs easy enough right now. Okay, generating negative slime. I think the longer the battle goes on, the better for me, right? That's the theory. Out of my face. How are you? Oh, you're negative. I was going to say, how are you +1? Dude. Okay. It could be worse. It could obviously be far, far better. I'll keep pushing negative stuff. Oh my god, will help get towards a negative situation. I think we do this. Fine, we go the wrong way, but hopefully we can get the right way after this. I actually can't take this. I will die. You know what? Have 5 coins. Enjoy. Don't spend it all in one place. It's hard to go this fight to the left unless you're just that skilled. It didn't really matter because it could have gone right as well. Oh boy, it's this fight. Oh good, I tried something slightly different and I got punished for it. I've been Omega punished for it, in fact. I needed like 1 damage! 1 peg hit! Like, this is insane. I just can't hit pegs right now. I'm like desperately trying to... Oh my god, I need to kill. To get healing and gold. That's all I want. Oh, I'm dead. Well, okay. You know what? That didn't matter. We were dead to the boss anyway. Again, if we're going for negative slimes, I can't take this, but it's the right option. Actually, that's not true. I could theoretically take it. I just have to hit the same peg over and over again to start the battle. In fact, I do take this. We probably have to aim for the middle ground, right? Where it's not fully negative. Unless you get like an insane opening. You just can't do it. Alright, instantly artillery plant is the most rude enemy you can possibly put here. I nearly killed him. Alright, 3 almost unavoidable damages. Thank you very much, game. I will use Terror Ball because I need to clear a path to the refresh. Also, I'm farming gold. Aw. I was trying to sound like the turns by avoiding the 10 pegs, but I got caught. Again, I'm going to try and live in the world where I get negative slime off as soon as I possibly can get it, which I think means I need to not spend money right now and just go to the shop and get negatively charged stuff. You know, I just thought as well. I gotta admit it. The slimes, the bat slime's different. He's -20 on the first peg, right? So is adventuring just gonna neuter it? Have I just made it worse by taking this? It doesn't do for subsequent shots, right? It's just the first one. It's literally the opposite of adventuring, but negative. Sorry. It's the opposite of adventuring, but it's 20. Oh, well. Oh, wow. We have got Twoos, which is a must-take. Although I say that. Hang on a sec. I did want to go to the shop. We might get looking at a battle here. See? Ah! I guess we got lucky. As much as it pains me to say it. Okay, slow your roll, dummy. As it happens, that's actually quite a good shot at the end, but... You need to hit a bomb now. Again, you could do with hitting a bomb. Okay, that's... okay. I wish I'd killed, but it's okay. You know, with 7 damage, I'll take a little bit of risk here. I want some more gold anyway, because of the shot. Now I'll make sure I hit the bomb again. Get comfy. It couldn't be further away from being hittable. You sense bedtime in danger. Yeah. Your senses should be tingling, I think, right now. Alright, it's a great shot. I would like to get another bomb here. I do get another bomb here. Okay, that saves me quite a lot of health. I should take nothing because I want to go to the shop. It's not here, but the bomb baton is here. And I see a bomb baton, I take a bomb baton. Also, as I said, the negative slime build has an issue with piercing, at least to begin with, I think. This rectifies it. I'll just set off bombs. This is a fine fight, especially with 3 more bombs on the board. I say it's fine. I think this is the easiest fight, just full stop. But with adventuring plus more bombs, it should be fairly nice. The bombs have been put in slightly awkward spots, like it's a lot of digging for me to get there. But once I do get it, this is an insane shot, by the way. Once I do get there, big value. Alright, have a few bad shots to end the round. I'll try and play this as well as I can. AKA, I won't just let this guy wail on me for a bit. The blue guy, though, will wail on me for a bit. You know what? I didn't realize I could hit that one. That's my bad. Get your news updates via Internet Explorer. This is why you're behind the times, I guess. How did I only do 8 damage there? Riddle me that. Okay, at least I got the kill there. I can't hit this bomb, though, is the sad thing. Or can I? Is there an angle? There is. Did I do 10 on top of it? I think I did. God, this fight sucks so much when you kill the green slimes. And try and play it properly. It's so much harder. Okay, we're out. Hold on a sec. I've been to the shop. There is another one coming up, but I can afford to do this at least. That's untakeable right now. This is takeable. This fight again with 3 more bombs should be quite nice. They have been put in really fuck-ass places, but I'll just dig them out. Okay, we hit one immediately. That's okay. We have another one set up for me as well. Now I'll try and dig out the bottom left. Maybe the top right, sorry. No, the top right's so hard. I have to, like, break... Well, I can do 2 at the same time. I have to break, like, 3 pegs to get to the top right. It's really awkward. At least the other one has gravity on my side. Just keep bouncing it off this into the bomb. Perfect. What a strat. Alright, I'm gonna risk it again. I'll take it, but I don't like it. We might as well have try to open this. It's a free shot. I do miss an elite during this, which is a bit of a shame. Hey-ho. Needs must, I suppose. Alright, it's not here again. I'm gonna try you, but I don't love it. It's a lot of stuff that was, like, okay, but it doesn't really change my fortune. Honestly, this is another great example of why I don't go to the shop early. Because I think we're going to probably lose on the boss again. But compared to what I could have got, which is like 25 gold and maybe another orb, the juice isn't worth the squeeze going to the shop early. Again, how are my bombs in unhittable spots? I know the Iron Age hit one of the bombs, but... like, they're all covered right now. Let me just clear a path. And I get lucky. Okay, we should hit this bomb before I refresh the board. Refresh the board. Didn't aim for it, my bad. Stupid game. I actually forgot I had tactical treat there. That's my bad. Actually, totally my bad. The amount of additional damage I've taken here is actually preposterous. No more shops, right? No. Let me take you to max level. I have to go... well, actually, I should probably do super boots. I was going to say I have to go left, but I didn't have to go left. Right, would have been acceptable. Okay, let's hit some of the bombs now. And change our fortunes. I like there's a green slime that spawned that's going to mean that I take another 2 damage here from the spider that otherwise would have descended this turn. Or the slime that's just generated and got in the way of my shot. Okay, I was gonna say, please do 45. I'm probably gonna get shot again. By probably, it's like definite. I do get the bomb. If I get the other bomb, alright, no. If I get the other bomb, then Like, theoretically, I'm fine. Just to make my life even harder, I've targeted the wrong enemy, so now I'm going to take another 2 damage. Never mind, we're good. The spiders were definitely buffed. It's not a nerf. They're definitely harder now. I don't know if that was the intention, but it's certainly the result. I mean, there is a potential win condition there. Get a ton of fuck you, game. Get a ton of negative slime healing, and then use the mirror to kill people. I think we're dying here, though. I am very confident, in fact, we're dying here. And the horrible buffs, the more you know you're in trouble. This fight without piercing or even targeting, I guess now, is just so, like, ropey. And I don't think the 3 bombs are going to matter enough. How is that where you've ended up? Refresh as well, please. No, alright. Like, this is honestly the classic mole fight. Or the classic old version of the mole fight. Where I feel like I've got the counter build, but I don't have the counter build. Because 3 bombs isn't counter this anymore. You actually have to do real damage. Alright, let's run a run. And actually try and play it properly. Let's not play around bad slime. He says that he takes something that plays around bad slime. We won't go to the shop. I'll potentially just grab it really late. I don't want to say final verdict on bad slime as well, but I think bad slime is bad. The clue actually is in the name. It's not to say the negative slime build's bad, actually, which is the funny thing. I think it's good, but you need spin doctor, not bad slime. I think bad slime is just bad. There's not enough support for negative slime right now. Which is kind of why it was brought into the game, but it's not changed the issue. I didn't get 25 gold. That's a shame. I'll try and greed a little bit. Okay. It's like, why have a relic that says your first peg gets -20, which I think is what it says now, when you could instead get your first peg gets +30, and then you get spin doctor, which can, like, treble it and flip it. The juice just ain't worth the squeeze on it. And then there's the obvious numeracy anti-synergy as well. In a sense that, you know, if you're going to positive all your orbs, why would you negate it afterwards other than if you can just flip it? Let's get a bit more gold before I leave here. Good. Okay, if we're playing this, like, actually really properly, we should probably take Poltergeist as well. It's such a good orb. Instantly can dump a level into it. Spin Vent Originality gives it +1/+2 anyway. We're like, actually really good for area. Who am I fighting? I bet you it's single target, right? It's not the mole. The mole would be too nice. It's Leshy. Okay, so we probably need a Leshy tech at some point. Hate this fight. Always will. I'll never figure out this fight. I'll always conspire to not be able to activate a bomb this turn. It's just destined. Even with my build being just purely AoE, I still can't do this fight. And then I didn't get 25 again. Ah, they missed concentration because of it. That's actually a big loss. Interesting is what I'll say about that one. We want to go hard right now. And actually, on this fight, we can set the bombs off early. We should be fine. Emphasis on the should. I have so much AoE now. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter I missed the entirety of the board somehow. Poltergeist has just got my back anyway. Okay, I'm going to try and slow the game down just a touch, because I would like to get 50 gold here before I leave. It's not essential, admittedly. In fact, I should try and make sure you die. We can recover this still. Ether Wheel? No. I will take a level on the Poltergeist, which, by the way, is Lechy Tech as well. If I bounce one back up through the brambles, it will break them, I believe. Ow. Again, on this fight, normally it's, you know, the issue is getting the bombs. I've got so much pace. Just hit pegs. It actually doesn't matter this time. Between Refilibuster and Poltergeist, we'll get there. Wow, my Poltergeist is a 4-7, by the way. Is that not disgusting? That's so insane. Yeah, I can't remember when we had the Omegorbas before. Or is it Oh My God? I always mix them up. The one that's making pegs negative. But I had it at something 11. That's all I remember. It was like 7-11. Poltergeist is 4-7 right now and has no drawbacks. It doesn't negative the entirety of the board. It's actually like so absurd how good the Poltergeist is versus like most of the peers of the piercing department. I should probably take best foot forward if I'm trying to win the run. Alternate line is take Ball Lightning, because Ball Lightning is, firstly, quite good with slimes, but secondly, is good versus Leshy. You know what? I'll take you. Partially because I can put a level into you immediately, and Spin of Originality means you're even better than you normally are. Which actually is normally bad, but that's fine. That's okay. Okay. Bad time for the Poltergeist, but I'm glad I have it. Would have liked it a little bit later. Still though, remember, we have Refilibuster. Just hit as many of the pegs as possible. And Refilibuster and these bombs will do the work. I mean, look at the rate I'm killing people right now. I'm already at the green slime guy. And people say, why do I like piercing so much? Because it's insane. I'm actually gold farming right now. I honestly killed him too quick. We'll take concentration because I won't refresh tech anyway. Nice Edge. I think there's no downside to having a crit build as this character. Pellegrino's Pendant could also be pretty good. You know what? I'll take this. I think they're both fine. Nice Edge probably has got a bit more of a save condition on it. Although, again, if we fight the wall, it doesn't matter. I think we could easily beat the game if we start with 3 Poltergeists and not I'll take any more orbs. I mean, it would turn this off to start with. I don't think it's that good, the Poltergeist. I don't want to, like, you know, rizz it up too much. It's good. At some point, you need some sort of scaling, though. Come on. I was hoping for a bomb hit there, but it's fine. We still get decent damage. I can concentration the bomb next turn. Now we'd like a refresh. Yeah, we should take the refresh. I was gonna say we want to farm gold as well, but let's just make sure we get the kill here and don't get hit for 15 or 16. Come on, I wanted 1 gold, Gabe. I won't take damage checked up anymore. We don't need any more Leshy Tech either. Let me take you to max level. We take another elite battle. And this fight has gone so much nicer now that I haven't spent 2 of my tiles going to shops for no reason. Funnily enough. This fight is, again, not a bad roll for me because I've got Refilibuster, basically. If we can hit the crit, we'll hit the slime as well. Okay, we don't get the crit. Let's take the refresh with concentration. Portal dice, keep the slimes down. And at this point, just set off bombs, doesn't matter. He'll die to the bombs as well now, the testicle itself. Right, he dies to 1 bomb. I'll use the horrible to do it, just to make sure I've got another orb to finish off the rest of the riffraff. It's so disgusting, like, how good this fight's got, and I might still take damage here. Like, I nearly took damage. I don't really need Instigate Orb, I think. It's kind of interesting, though. But I think I'm happy. Let's just upgrade Concentration. Oh, that's an interesting one as well, actually. I think I take Popping Corn just because healing's valuable, but I really like Betsy's Hedge, and I've not seen it for quite some time. Actually, it might be the Hedge. I'm gonna try the Hedge. I know healing is super valuable, but this character has other ways to get healing. Do the Rub-Up enjoy the Rubberize Orb? No. It's a tribute act, honestly, to the Rub-Up. So I think people don't like it as much. Does anyone really like tribute acts? I mean, okay, this is like... I was going to say it's a really harsh thing to say. This is coming from someone that's not a huge fan of music, which you might say, how can you not be a fan of music? I don't know. I'm just built differently, I guess, but maybe not in a good way. But I just never really got the idea of a tribute act. Versus, like, putting on a CD of the real artist, for example. Because I know the idea of it is, like, you know, it's a good time, right? You're still listening to music. I kind of don't get it over just listening to a CD. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just don't appreciate the fine arts of live music. Let me take a heal. Okay. We should be fine here. I wish I had a bit of more scaling, but just between the amount of, like, random damage I've got, we should be fine. Like, Poltergeist just casually does 500 damage. Basically no scaling required. Just better than 99% of the game. Alright, Ball Lightning. Reminding me why I don't like you. Okay, that Pebble did better than Ball Lightning. That being said, you know, we actually are very comfortable. I like look at the boss's health. Turns out doing 500 damage to start with to everyone is actually quite a big boon. Basically turns the game back into like C0. Miss the bramble. Don't worry, Constitution's here to save the day. Just break the brambles for me, please, sir. And that's his ass. Using Betsy's head against Betsy's kind of nice. I mean, he's called Leshy, right? Oh, he said rude, sorry. I thought he said nice. I think it was nice. I think I should take you up a level. I honestly think we're fine right now. Okay, well, you're clearly the thing for the negative slide build if I want to try and push it now. You know what? Let's do it. Let's take Endless Devouring and potentially lose the run. I have, like, nothing to enable it yet. The only thing I'll say is I could potentially get to the point where the Portal guy just does so much damage that I just one-shot things. And then that doesn't matter about the negative side of it. I wouldn't completely live in that world just yet, though. Also, we always have the filibuster. It's Leshy, its name is Betsy. The species of Leshy. Wait, this was a horrible choice. Why did I fire the ball lightning? Like, actively the one I shouldn't ever fire. Fortunately, my Poltergeist is a 12-14, which is pretty good, actually. Maybe the Endless Devouring is just, like, actually insane. I never considered this. I just have grossly undervalued it all this time. Remember, because I thought it was a Wendigo named Leshy, but it's a Leshy. A Leshy's his own thing. Is it really its own thing, a Leshy? Alright, I'm intrigued now. Vang, sorry, your bedtime is going to get even later. Leshy defied. A tutelary deity of the forest in pagan Slavic mythology. Oh, it is. I mean, I kind of assumed it was because I've seen Leshy in other games before. But I never really thought about it. It does seem a very Eastern European word. Anyway, do we want to go for even more negative stuff? You know what? Fuck it. Balls to the walls. I will upgrade you one. Actually, I don't upgrade you yet. I'll hold on to my money. I might need that where I'm going. Which might be the defeat queue. Nope. We'll remove an orb if you don't mind. Let's get rid of a Pebble. I'm going to believe that Terrible is actually better than a Pebble as this character. Even though I don't believe it. It just feels like it should be right. Okay, I'm also not going to fire Ball Lightning this time. I think it's a horrible idea. Crit! Yes! Okay, Poltergeist doesn't quite one-shot everyone, but it gets close. Close enough that I think Oh My God may actually just one-shot everything. Oh My God, sorry. Yep, it's going to one-shot everything. the final boss, the snowball. No. I'm building something different. By the way, I've not seen a slime yet. I'm building something different, but not that different. Actually, it's going to be really hard for me to go left here. Never mind. What do I need if it's going down the drain? Whenever I just imagine I'm in like a paper cup, or a plastic cup, whatever, like some sort of like small cup, and I'm like on the edge of it with like, I don't know, like a plastic spoon or something. I kind of imagine myself as one of the borrowers, I think, when I say that analogy. Alright, shop great things, please. Alright, there's one of the great things I have to take instantly. The other great thing is, there is some negative stuff here. It's not the one I wanted, but we could actually try to do Chemi Ball Hazard. I'm very tempted to grab another one. I think it'd be wrong, though. Actually, maybe it wouldn't be wrong. Maybe it's right. What if I just take two of them? I was kind of thinking I was going to get some green slime at some point, but actually, maybe this is what we want. And fuck this slime. Fuck the buff one. You know what? Let's do it. This is so, like, out of field of what we normally do. Who do you think you are? I am. So, hold on a second. The first time I get you shot gets minus 20. Oh, it has to be slime, so it does actually work with the... Well, theoretically it can kind of work with adventure. It depends what the slime is. I see. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was then. I wouldn't rave over it either, but... So I kind of see this build as two modes. That's one of the modes where I just do an untold amount of damage. Then the other mode is that these little, like, chemi ball slimes just finish the battle off for me. I would like some green slime. I know I've got a cookie, but... Alright, goodbye, Pebble. I would also like some way to, like, you know, die to the Ballista Boy, but I guess we just have to one-shot him as the out now. Of all the relics, come on. My Pebble now has spin into originality. Okay, we've basically had no opportunity to, like, drastically improve my run, but equally, it could be worse. Flip the guy. My ability to flip him back is pretty weak right now. This is gonna hurt. Oh, it won't hurt actually because of the, what's his name? The puppet. Just take the refresh. Alright, that's not bad. Do I heal here? Is the next question. I do. It takes me to full health, which gives me 3 hits versus the guy to take. The O doesn't really move the needle a lot for me, but I think I do take... actually, the ring wouldn't be bad. But I think I just take it. In the long run, this is the better option as well. I don't risk miss navigation damage, because actually it would be pretty brutal right now, because it would drop me below 90. And this is an interesting opening, because I don't really want to use ball lightning, but at the same time, let's use ball lightning. Let's make my entire board really negative, I guess. Oh, I forgot the puppet as well. The refresh would be swell. You know what, Ball Lightning? You've actually kind of fucked me a little bit this run. And don't think I haven't noticed it. If you take the refresh on the opening, I'd be in such a good position right now, but because you've missed it, I've kind of been struggling since. Ow. Right, I need to hit the refresh at least one time. The Chemi Ball is starting to stack. We're entering mode 2 of the battle. 326 damage. The slight issue is that I still need to actually do some real damage. It's fine, I take this hit. It's not oh my god, it's oh my god, the two distinct orbs. I have to just lock into this, right? I need the poison damage to kill him. I think I'm okay, but it's like astonishingly close. And I broke my sash. I got to have my cake and eat it. Okay, hang on a minute. This might not take as long as I thought, the bad slime. This might be just instantly the run. Let me upgrade you now. Twice, I think. To just maximize the damage. Viridian Trinket. Why? Is what I'll say about this. I don't have refresh tech, so it's not this. I don't have refresh tech, so it's not this. It's Viridian Trinket or nothing. Classically, when I take the Viridian Trinket, I lose. But what if I don't this time? Honestly, I'm just gonna skip. I'm not gonna fuck around. Yeah, Sash Oboe is like, it's just the defense. I'm fighting Shredded Wheat. We'll see. It's kind of weird, because my build switches from being piercing to not piercing very quickly. I've also got fucking Thingy as well, the puppet. What I really need to put in the sack now is just refresh tech, I think. Or like another refresh. Explain how the negative builds work. Okay, so if you hover over... Oh god, where is it? If you hover over this, on the right side it says most slime can be powered up by applying upgrades or more effectively downgrades. That's how it works. If you put a negative number on a peg, slimes like basically double the effect of the number compared to the positive mode. So that's how the negative slime build works. You make your slimes negatively charged. I think it's basically double the effect of what the positive one does, roughly speaking. That's how it's meant to work. So like it just massively amplifies the effect of the slime. And in the case of healing, it means your healing becomes like actually just disgusting. Like unkillably strong healing. Also, in the case of the orange slime, it turns into a positive number and quadruples the damage of it. So it becomes like a huge peg, basically. I'm trying to look for a line that gets me out safely, but I don't think there is one. How does Poltergeist work with the gravity relic? I just not hear anything. No, it treats it as the same as I think it does on here, though. I can't remember now. I've seen this interaction before. I think it does the flip, like it hits the pegs going down the board, but not up or something. I can't remember. This is such a fucking niche interaction. I've definitely seen it before. I'm sure the keeper knows wherever the keeper is. Alright, Poltergeist. Refresh me. It's okay damage. Good enough, at least, for now. Okay, we're out. I could do a bit more. I know it's funny we say, like, defense, but I think it's the real thing. I just want to make sure that I can shore up the Torn Sash and the Oboe. And I think then that just, like, seals the run. I am semi-tempted to go for you as well, because I think, like, it shows on here 4 times non-negative if Peg downgraded. So if this Peg gets, like, negative 20, if you hit the Peg, it'll do 80 damage. Who's the boss? It's Shredded Wheat. I think I don't take this. I'm very tempted to take it, but I think it's the wrong choice. Rather than just upgrading. I think I have to believe in the Chemi Ball Slime. I also think I try to avoid as many elites as I can. We do seem to get the Shredded Wheat guy a lot. I would have really liked to have fought the dragon, I think, but... In fact, the dragon would have been insane now that I think about it, because I think the dragon versus Oboe and Sash can't do damage with the fire attack, so I don't have to worry about the hit attack. Which still is a lot of damage, but... it'd make it a lot easier. Come on. Alright, need to be a little bit careful not to die to these guys. Why did you just explode on me, but not do damage? Oh, the Chemi Ball, of course. Sorry, I'm stupid. I forgot, it's like, they're literally part of my build. That's why they're just exploding. It wasn't the puppet had already triggered. It was the Chemi Ball, but it just didn't have an effect. It just went off. There was like no animation. I somehow animation cancelled in Peglin. They just pop randomly. So yeah, I'm going to avoid the elite, I think. I'm just going to keep healing as well when I can. I'd like to go right. Thank you. Is Chemi Ball good? I wouldn't go that far. It was actually a really good test for Chemi Ball, because I think this is like as good a run as you're going to get for Chemi Ball. But I'm not entirely convinced yet by it. It's like okay, at the very least. Like, it's doing 150 damage right now with my negative slime build. Yeah, 340 damage. That's a pretty good number, 340. So he's gonna hit me. But the puppet's gonna protect me. The base is gonna die after this. It's just really weird because my orb damage eventually becomes 0. So it's kind of scary, but I think it's fine because by the time the orb damage becomes 0, the run's like, well, the fight's effectively over. I'm a little bit worried about the QR codes though because they've got so much health. We don't want 2 ball lightnings. I think we remove the pebble. I'd really like to go right here because I do want to fight the elite. Good. Really thrilled by this outcome. Okay. This is going to be mildly annoying. I will say that as much as I rag on the unicorn horn, this is like the situation where the unicorn horn's actually quite useful. I just need to hit the refreshes as often as I can. I mean, you say the lightning's ruining my slimes, they actually improve it because they massively negative them, which is kind of what I want. But I think it's just too small compared to the other effects. Like, there was actually a world where it was the right play, the more I think about it. I probably would have taken Oh My God, but I don't know. It's actually hard to say what was good there. All I could say was the pebble was not good. Scroll wheel tech. All right. Okay. We survive. Is the right play now just to heal? Am I going to a shop now? No. So we can just spend it on healing every single time. Crits refresh the board is actually quite nice. Pocket Watch is also, like, insane. I say it's insane. Actually, I think I prefer this. More refresh tech. It's insane because it's doubling the number of my damage, which means the Pocket Watch is going to take the upgraded number. But I'm still massively negative eventually, so it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, refreshing the board right now is probably my biggest concern. There's a smart play here, but I can't think of it, so I'm just going to leave. I think the smart play may have been just to leave. If only I could heal. I'll try, right? I'm not thrilled by this ending. I really wish I got to the shop. Fuck's sake. Just carry on. Like, theoretically it gives me another tile, but it's just dangerous where it goes. Again, why have I used ball lightning here? I guess it's okay. I think I need to target you now. Now I use you to hit the refresh. Fine. The other issue is Chemi Ball happens after the... Oh yeah, refresh crits, you're right. The other thing is that Chemi Ball happens after the attack, which is pretty annoying. Yeah, I think we have an issue here. I think QR code might beat me. I think if I was not fighting QR code, I'd be fine, but specifically QR code is a bit of an issue for me. I just... It's going to take me too long to kill them. I guess the win condition is I get this to begin with, Poltergeist, and I just stomp them from there. Or get some green slime. As soon as I get green slime, the game becomes winnable. Yeah, I think the boss fight's really hard. Also, this is somewhat of my counter. I should turbo destroy the weather vane, but still. It takes control by targeting, which is really annoying. Also, it, like, breaks my computer. You're gonna hit me. 2. You know what, Ball Lightning? Go get him. By get them, I mean get the gold. Heal. I think that's not worth updating the Splat Orb right now. You know what? It's not terrible. It's not what I... it's actually pretty terrible. It's not what I wanted at all, because it's going to affect the damage number, but it's not what I need. I tell you what, you might actually be the play here. The rare Ring of Reuse. Because actually, the best thing for me right now is Chemi Ball Hazard. Yeah, I think I is take this. And I just fully chemical the board. I think we're actually not favoured here. Especially with this opening. I basically got 3 bad orbs in my sack. It's this, this, and this, and I drew 2 of them. So we're going to leave with Terror Ball, so I need to get to buy better orbs after this. Yeah, the purple one is the buff, but the blue one's the heal. I mean, I'm scared of both of them, to be fair. You know what, I'll try it. I don't think I've ever gone for purple first. I normally do blue first. But I'm going to hit the purple next turn anyway. And I guess I counter the healing with Chemi Ball. Alright. I need to set on my board this weird cyannish blue colour. Turquoisey. I need to remember as well, the refresh could be hit with the crit. How did I miss the crit? Never mind. It's just a poltergeist thing again. Poltergeist want another go? He does. He wants another go. So purple's down. We go for blue next. Man, it bounces out sometimes so easily. Also, the blue one is healing. It's not the purple one. No, sorry, that's what we knew. Yeah, I'm just too slow. I have to hit the refresh in some manner here. Otherwise I die. But then I die at the end of the turn. No, I have to kill you with this. Honestly, it's a good example of why negative slime build doesn't work. Other than Spin Doctor Orb. Spin Doctor Orb does work. This is like actually the perfect build for it, and I just can't win. Because it means my orbs don't do damage anymore. That's the scary part. If I had green slime, I could have made it work, because you just have to stall the battle out. But I didn't get a green slime generator, so I couldn't win. It requires so much, or too much. Yeah. Green slime would have gone so crazy there. Oh, because I also had the mirror as well, which would have actually done real damage. Oh well. And again, I think if it was anyone but QR code, I'd have been fine, because the dragon wouldn't have done damage with the fire attack. And the red bombs were only doing, I think, 2 damage to me when I was getting hit. So I could have dealt with the bomb guy. It's just the QR code is so scary, because it just indefinitely scales. And even killing the scaler first, I was still doomed. I don't know. Someone could run the calcs on that. I think I was always doomed, but if I didn't target the healer... Sorry, if I didn't target the scaler first and the healer, would I have killed it faster? But I think they would have just scaled up one more turn anyway. So I don't think it mattered. Anyway, that'll do it for this run. I hope you enjoyed. If you did want to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Everything helps me out. I'll see you next time. Bye!